Derek Muller and Michael Stevens ask, how much information? It's a fair question, but it deserves a better answer than they gave on YouTube. Their videos are usually excellent, but this one didn't give their viewers enough of the story. It's the internet, so everything we do is part of someone else's marketing test or science experiment. Since the online environment is set up for measuring information in isolated channels, it's important to find out what information really is. When we understand how it's used to work us, we'll be better prepared to work it. Derek Muller and I read the same book about the history, theory, and implications of information science, but we evidently came to very different conclusions about what the author was saying. And I'm not the first one to say his definition fell short. So why continue to make such a big deal about it? We all seem to prefer a scientific culture, and we all seem very interested in how the second law of thermodynamics can support the evolution of intelligent beings like ourselves. It's also evident to me that Dr. Muller and I have radically different ideas about how intelligent beings communicate and whether they exercise self-conscious free will when they do. That conception of free will is ultimately what's at stake in this debate. It's very fashionable these days for people to describe our sense of free will as an illusion of self-control. Many who take that position also promote Richard Dawkins' idea of memes as viral replicators of information. Memes supposedly use human brains as hosts and are expressed in human behaviors analogous to how genes are expressed through phonemes. I don't know for sure whether Muller fully agrees with those who say that memes are somehow selfishly in charge, but there's no doubt that much of what he says aligns with that school of thought. I reject the view of memes as parasitic agents. I think there are much better ways of describing how information is shared. My own view is that it's possible to frame our human endeavors as involving symbiotic relationships with signaling systems, language systems, or media. Our participation as conscious, responsible beings is critical to shaping those relationships. If we want to understand what's different about living in the information age, we need to understand what's always been the same about being humans who produce and consume information. So I wonder if Derek Muller and Michael Stevens are going to make an effort to read through my slides and reconsider their understanding of Claude Shannon's information theory. Scientifically oriented people aren't going to have a productive debate about the very hard problem of free will until we do a better job of finding common ground about the definition of information.